Today is a Premier League highlights double. First, we'll be going to Old Trafford to see the highlights of Manchester United's clash with Bournemouth. And then following that, we have their first match against another top 6 contender for this season in the form of Arsenal, who are in their 4th game under manager Mikel Arteta. Highlights from both of those games coming up next. This is a very important afternoon to regain some confidence as Coach Popovich suffered his first loss of the season in the Champions League against Genk, and some serious questions will be starting to be asked about Gregg Popovich's European pedigree more than anything else. He needs a response, and he needs it today. Welcome back to the Premier League then, as Manchester United are taking on Bournemouth for Game 3 of the league season, and Manchester United are coming into this match with a 2-0 record, but there is a few changes as Malik has been replaced with Greenwood, Rashford and Martial are back in, Timothy Fosu-Mensah replaces Victor Lindelof, whose poor game against Genk has been documented, and apart from that, it is a traditional United side with Aaron Hill making his first start of the season. Callum Wilson and Joshua King up front for Bournemouth, no surprises there. Ryan Fraser on the left. A big omission for David Brooks, Manchester United fan. He starts on the bench for Eddie Howe this afternoon. See how Manchester United coming forward immediately with Dalot with a whipped in ball to Greenwood. Mason Greenwood just really feeling unfortunate. The ball was fallen to Martial. That's poor defending for Bournemouth. And what was that about? Manchester United already feeling the need to get Bournemouth trading a little bit. It looks like they are. It's another poor ball as Pogba finds Greenwood. And Greenwood finds Marcus Rashford, who's belted that 1-0 to Manchester United. Bournemouth just not with it at the moment. And Marcus Rashford grabs his first league goal of the season. And Bournemouth just, what was this about? Such a loose ball to Pogba. Greenwood finds Rashford, and Mason Greenwood has been the kid that everyone's been singing their praises about, and he showed why there with an assist. Good to get Cook on the wrong foot there, and that allowed Rashford to exploit the space. And no Asmir Begovic, I think it is, the Bournemouth regular in goal. He's actually gone with the second goalkeeper in line for that, so Eddie Howe's having a bit of a tough time of it, and already he's 1-0 down to Manchester United, the champions-elect. 4-3-3 for Gregg Popovich this afternoon, by the way. Change of formation. Well, Lema! Oh! And that almost went in. That was very close from Lema here, and I think that caught everybody at Manchester United flat-footed. Lema just pulled it onto his foot and striked it. David De Gea probably would have had that covered. Dalot and Axie's trying to keep it, and Dalot's just not letting him go. Axie's finally got clear. Tellez heads away. Bruno Fernandes moves it clear. Fair play to Diogo Dalot. He was not letting Axie get away there. Greenwood. Oh, he's found Martial. Brilliantly done. 2-0. And another assist for Mason Greenwood. He is just on it at the moment, and it's 2-0 to Manchester United. And Greenwood once again, how did he see that developing? He has a sixth sense, Mason Greenwood, and to be fair, the Bournemouth keeper's not stopping it. Well, it was very much a carbon copy of the goal that Martial scored against Sheffield United. And once again, it's a pass to Martial resulting in a goal, and Martial just seems to be getting all of it at the moment. I think he scored in all but one. He didn't score in the opening fixture, did he? So he's kind of 2 for 2, and obviously the 2 in the Champions League that he scored in midweek. Martial is getting amongst the goals. 2-0 to United. Popovich made that clear in the post-match, pre-match press conference earlier. And Rashford and Martial make it 2-0 to Manchester United at the break. Job done. Bournemouth have been coming back into the game after looking a little sloppy in the first half. The damage may have already been done. But look at that possession. Bournemouth 62 to 48. United 38. Sorry. United have had none of the ball and all the goals. Manchester United 2, Bournemouth 0. What could be a final 15 minutes or so appearance for them. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes to Mason Greenwood. He's finally done it. Mason Greenwood. He makes it 3-0. It's curtains for Bournemouth. It's brilliant from Manchester United. The most perfect response that Gregg Popovich could have wanted. Fantastic stuff from United. When they attack in force and precision and overall brilliance. Marcus Rashford, brilliant pass here. Fernandes picking him out. Mason Greenwood shrugging off the challenge and compared him as a defender. And if this boy keeps doing goals like that, he's going to be some striker, believe me. Oh, such a young lad, Mason Greenwood. He's already risen to the big stage and the big occasion. He just needs more like that. Brilliant stuff. And I think it was Mason Greenwood and Bruno Fernandes that will actually be making way for Malik and Neves. So their final actions of the game were Manchester United's third goal. United 3, Bournemouth 0, and out of sight. And that is it. Job done for Manchester United. A convincing 3-0 win is exactly what they needed following the loss at Ghent. Marcus Rashford, Martial and Greenwood, the front three, scoring all three of the goals. And another convincing and another vintage Coach Popovich performance for Manchester United. United 3, Bournemouth 0. So let's have a look at all the other results from match day 3 in the Premier League. Aston Villa, newly promoted club, beating Sheffield United by the same scoreline at 3-0. Arsenal beating Everton by 4-2 in a bit of a goal fest at Goodison Park. Newcastle United winning 1-0 against Watford. And Frank Lampard has dropped points against his old club, West Ham United. 1-1 draw there. Burnley and Leicester also drew with 2-2. Crystal Palace and Liverpool also drawing 1-1. Another draw between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Manchester City. Jose Mourinho's Spurs team are high and flying. Another 2-0 win. And another promoted side in Norwich City loses to Brighton and Hove Albion. In the Premier League table looks like this. Gregg Popovich and Jose Mourinho are the only two managers to remain unbeaten fully in this season's Premier League. Arsenal up to third ahead of their big clash against the league leaders next time out. Chelsea fall to fourth. It's a bit more of a traditional top four with the exception of Spurs, but of course that is the Jose Mourinho effect. Leicester City fifth, followed by Aston Villa, and Everton 7th with Newcastle United, West Ham and Liverpool completing the top 10. Southampton, City and Brighton all tied on 4. Manchester City having a rather slow season so far and a bit of a surprise there under Pep Guardiola. Watford, Wolves and Burnley and Crystal Palace are currently in the safe zone, in the relegation zone. It's Bournemouth following their loss to Manchester United, Sheffield United and Norwich City. And after 3 games, those 3 still have no points on the board at all. Off the back of a 3-game winning streak with 3 clean sheets, Gregg Popovich is ready for the first Big 6 encounter for him this season against an Arsenal side that are in transition following the sacking of Unai Emery and the appointment of Mikel Arteta. Signs are looking positive for this Arsenal side, but it's probably going to be another season or 2 before they're back challenging for titles. But for Gregg Popovich, we've said it all season. It really is the all or nothing kind of period now. Manchester United have to win a major honour this season for the backing to be warranted. So it puts Gregg under pressure for this year, and so far he's exceeding and succeeding all expectations of him so far. 3 wins, 9 points and 3 clean sheets to go with it, and that will be the biggest improvement considering Gregg Popovich has had plenty to say about his defensive improvements, especially this season. That's probably the one department he is most proud of so far. Mikel Arteta's Formation today: Bernd Leno's in goal with Tierney, David Luiz, Socrates and Bellerin. Midfield is Xhaka, Torreira with Carlos, Ozil and Pepe, the new signing. And of course it's Pereira, Edlinik and Aubameyang up front. For Gregg Popovich, David De Gea is of course in goal with Williams, Jones, Lindelof and Bissaka in front of him. McTominay, Lingard, Sanchez, Pereira, Daniel James midfield, and up top Akados Malik, who has struggled so far, but he is still being kept of faith as far as Gregg Popovich is concerned. Well, Alexis Sanchez coming up against his former club, and Jesse Lingard has been Arsenal's huge nemesis in recent times. So Arsenal will be keeping a very close eye on those two people in particular today in this Manchester United side. To Bellerin. Is it Ozil, who's been a bit hot and cold in his Arsenal career thus far. Heavily criticised for it in some cases. Calabus has brought it forward to, I think it was Aubameyang, and the shot had gone wide. It was a stinging shot. Ozil probably should have had a free kick there. Who did the ball fall to here? I'm pretty sure it was Aubameyang. It was Ozil, apparently. But his shot's off target. Xhaka. He has got there. Bellerin has skipped past Williams. Pepe's up there in support. Bellerin has got the ball back. Bellerin puts it towards Aubameyang. It's an open net. And he's missed it. Well, it wasn't an open net, but it was a chance for Aubameyang that you probably expected to put away 9 times out of 10. It should be a goal for Arsenal. Aubameyang should be scoring from that position 9 times out of 10. He puts that away. Practice to Bellerin. Bellerin has absolutely took off. And he's gone. He's run almost the whole length of the pitch here. Going to whip it in. David De Gea's going to get there. And as far as Mesut Ozil, who's met by Pereira and stopped in his tracks. Calabos brings it back, and David De Gea with another good save. He's really displaying some of that early season form now, David De Gea. He's definitely been warranted of his clean sheet so far. And definitely his best spell under Coach Popovich. He's, as we said earlier in the season, he's been one player who has struggled so far. Torreira! Oh, and David De Gea says again. He's getting really tested. And David De Gea is answering the tests. Well, Torreira, it's a traditional shot from Torreira, and David De Gea has been sensational in this first half. Probably needs more from his defenders, to be fair to him. David De Gea of old is certainly turned up today. David Luiz with a header forward. Calabos as well. Calabos is down in the box. And Ozil waits. What's he going to do? Going to be forced back by Brandon Williams of all people. Tierney whips it in. Arsenal having all of it in this early period. I think Arsenal have been the better side just about. Somebody putting the ball in. Sanchez, cute little header to Malik, and he still can't get anywhere. And that is the end of the first half. Relatively even, but Arsenal just about the better side in my opinion. But David De Gea has been player of the game so far. So many great saves in the first half. And David De Gea of old has certainly turned up today for Gregg Popovich. Arsenal 0, United 0. Coming into Ozil. Oh, Ozil, brilliant. Mesut Ozil! Absolutely fantastic play here from Ozil. This is what he can do. Absolutely skimmed Jones for dust. Had him on the deck. Oh, it's wonderful stuff. And he just couldn't apply the finish. Hector Bellerin has gone off to be replaced by Hector Mustafi, my apologies. Phil Jones. Pepe heads back towards Mustafi. He's playing on the wing here, Mustafi. It's fallen to Ceballos. He's going to shoot off the post. And Arsenal, they've got to score sooner or later. Mustafi is playing the kind of right wing back role here. Ceballos did brilliantly to get that shot off. He just hit the post. David De Gea is getting increasingly frustrated. His defenders have not shown up so far. Despite being the Arsenal nemesis, Lingard has been rather ineffective this game so far. But having said that, here he comes. And here comes Malik. He's going to play it in low to Jesse Lingard. That's a good save by Leno. We are witnessing a clinic from the goalkeepers this afternoon. It was wonderfully played by Malik here. No confidence to shoot, so he passed it instead. Jesse Lingard just can't put that away. Over De Gea and Bernard Leno are having their own say in this game so far. Definitely the two standouts. Torreira. It's a great tackle from Lingard, but he's been punished by the referee. And what is he talking to Pereira about here? I have no idea. That seems really harsh. And Pereira, he gets the ball there, surely. Just Pereira has been unfairly penalised there in my view. Of course, maybe the referee saw something we didn't up here in the commentary box. Michael with the ball in. Phil Jones heads away. Ceballos off the post. In! It's gone in! Ceballos has scored with 5 minutes to go. And everyone is over the fence and into the crowd. And the winning streak for Coach Popovich could be over. That went in off the post, I think. Ceballos is celebrating. And as well Arsenal might. They might just grab the winner here. They've definitely been the better side. It's not against the run of play at all. Arsenal have had a much better time of it, to be fair. Well, it's headed away by Phil Jones. He does well enough. It's Ceballos' shot. It's a brilliantly struck shot, to be fair. Again, it's another wonderful shot that beats De Gea. Phil Jones is just unlucky there. And did De Gea get there? Did the come off the post? I'm not entirely sure. The Arsenal fans don't care. They're all going to celebrate with the fans. And with 4 minutes left, Gregg Popovich is staring down his second defeat of the season and first in the league. Off the back of 3 straight wins in the league. Mustafi to Aubameyang! 2-0, it's game over. Of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored. And Mikel Arteta's side have been too good for United today. Jesse Lingard's furious. And who can blame him? Well, Lard tries to get to Pempe, but no one closes Mustafi down here. In fact, Lard does, but Mustafi gets away from it. So, really, it's just good play from Arsenal. And that's been the case all game long, to be fair. And Mikel Arteta, in only his 4th league game as Arsenal manager, has got over the man that everyone thinks probably will be league champion by the end of it. But today, it's another subpar performance from his team. Gives it away to Sanchez, and that is it for the game. Arsenal taking a brilliant win here today. Manchester United nowhere right from the off, and Arsenal take a deserved 3 points. Mikel Arteta has definitely got one over Gregg Popovich today, and that to be a vital 3 points for him. I think that takes Arsenal to the top of the league table. We'll have a look in a second. But great win from Mikel Arteta and Arsenal today. They were definitely the better of the two sides. Arsenal 2, Manchester United a very surprising 0. Well, coinciding with our coverage today, let's take a look at all the other scores from around the league. Aston Villa, newly promoted side, 4-0. Bumping Bournemouth as their misery kind of continues, following on from a domination of Manchester United. Sheffield United and Norwich City have a 2-2 draw. It's a classic at Watford, but they have ultimately lost to Everton by 4-2, and a 0-0 draw occurred at Stamford Bridge. Leicester City drawing 2-2 with West Ham United. Liverpool beating Burnley by 3-0. Manchester City beating Crystal Palace by 3-1. 3-0 to Wolves against Southampton. And Brighton and Hove Albion have lost 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur, and I believe that puts Jose Mourinho's Spurs side at the top of the table. Taking a look at it, that is certainly the case. In fact, both London clubs are now at the top, 2 points apart. Aston Villa go into 3rd, and Manchester United drop to 4th, and with their first loss of the season. Everton move to 5th, Chelsea slip down, as do Leicester. Liverpool move up to 8th, and Manchester City move up to 9th. They're two teams that needed the wins today. Newcastle and West Ham drop down. Wolves go up to 12th. Sheffield United go up to 16th. And at the bottom of the table, Norwich City and Burnley are finally off the mark. But for Bournemouth, their wait for a point continues.